These are the Russian dolls that my therapist gave to me when I first had the seizures. I opened them up and I only found 8. Can't remember how long ago, but there's actually 10 in there. I just leave. We've got the colour therapy on the floor, the grounding, the meditations are on. Had our group online meditation yesterday. It was very powerful. Look at my artwork. That's when I was 16. Sorry. And that's when I was 6. Yeah, so it was very powerful last night. The group online, moving into alignment series 2 with sound bath healing meditation, sound healing. So yeah, it's the 444 today, and the numbers speak to me with the autism. I'm a lot more balanced and connected. Show my face. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's not comfortable showing my face to show this. So yeah, we've been up since the early hours again, but we've been listening to very healthy stuff. We've ended up having our bath with Epsom salts, bicarb, bio cider vinegar, and essential oils with a bit of milk and rosemary for detoxing. And we've had our oils burning. We've got our coconut oil on. We've had our cider vinegar and honey with diatomaceous earth. We're eating really well. We've got our fruit. Yeah. So basically, I listen to my gut instinct now. And I knew a couple of weeks before the seizures happened back in October 2016 that they were going to happen. I said to a couple of friends that something big was going to happen and it's going to debilitate me. And a couple of weeks later, the seizures happened, which was an allergic reaction to about 5 or 6 different medications that I was on. I didn't preempt the stuff that happened before going into the psych ward and being sectioned. I came round when I was naked, running around my Cumber Home village where I live. Then I came back after 4 days in the psych ward, but the 4 days was lost again because they sedated me. I preempt something else big is about to happen. I trust that. We are a lot more balanced and connected, but there's it's the EHLERS-DANLOS syndrome. It's a connective tissue disorder, and I have a massive head injury, and the scar tissue needs to be ripped apart again. So this is going to affect my brain again, which will affect my mental state, but it is physical that is causing it, not mental. And there'll be stuff that happens in the body as well due to my collarbone, and the energies are strong at the moment, especially with all the collective consciousness and the fear. And I've also realised, I know that when one puts a protective bubble around themselves, they're working from a place of fear. We don't do that, but we were putting a mirrored bubble around ourselves. Now, putting a mirrored bubble around myself, I just realised, I'm not sure when, it probably popped into our awareness a little while ago, but it's been able to come out through the mouth and the vocal cords through the night, basically, or in the last couple of days. Yeah, get on with it. So basically, a mirrored bubble means that whatever energy comes in to us will get reflected. So if there's some energy coming in from someone's subconscious that they don't know about, it will be reflected back on them to teach them a lesson. Now, I've learnt this from the last 2 people that I had in my life that I was very close to, which were the hardest to let go of, but I needed to because I needed it just to be my energy, my conscious energy and my subconscious energy. Because I needed to get to know my subconscious energy, which is my multiple personalities, the dissociative identity disorder, which is a genius coping mechanism of childhood trauma. My mum was found washed up on a beach when I was 4, 3 days after she died. And that was, I think, on the 26th of April, but her birthday's on the 16th of April. So there's a lot of patternology of stuff that's in this month when the energies are strong. The planets are on our side. None of them are direct. None of them are retrograde. They're all direct. But the elements aren't on our side. So when I say that, what I mean is, I don't know if you can see this here. If you can look at this there, I've got 8 fire, 9 air, 5 earth and 5 water on the elements. What that means is there's a lot of air and fire compared to earth and water, which means I'm very much fiery, energetic anyway. The new moon in Aries is what we're still on the energies. So there's even more fire and new beginnings. And basically we're not going back in the cycord, and we're not staying in these stuck energies. We're going to progress to what our potential is. And potential comes from pure darkness. And there's a lot of darkness, and we're going to turn it into light. But the Libra balance supermoon's coming up. Now that's more air. So there's going to be more air on top of my already a lot of air and a lot of fire, which is going to fuel the fire of the Aries new moon even more. So even though, and look, you can see me if you want now in the mirror. I don't have to turn away. So what that means, with my understanding, not doing it in the conventional way of astrology, but listening to my alters and listening to everything that we've been learning about myself, because I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none, which I thought was a negative quality. But it's the best survivor going. And actually, I am going to become a master. I'm going to become a master of myself and my many alters, which is the best master to become in anything. So with this balanced Libra moon that's coming up, it's going to put us into balance. But to put us into balance, if there's any congestion or blockages or anything that needs shifting, then that has to be shifted first, which will cause more dissonance and more chaos, which will need to leave the body. So the scar tissue and the beauty of the fibromyalgia and the EHLERS-DANLOS syndrome of creating pockets so that the toxins that's been created from the medication, other stuff, probably drugs that I've taken over my whole life in the past as well, is all going to finally come out. And you can hear in my voice, I don't think I'm going to be able to manage the co-consciousness. So they are going to be free to express themselves again. And I know that they cause pain when they do this because people don't understand what's going on. So I am preempting this. I am apologising while I am still very present and conscious right now and still have this co-consciousness, to apologise for anything in advance that may cause hurt or pain. I'm not having a mirrored bubble around me anymore, so it doesn't reflect anything out. I'm just having a pure, highest of high vibrational frequency bubble around me, so that anything that comes in will just get discombobulated, break down, and won't get reflected back, because no one needs any extra triggers at the moment. We definitely don't. We definitely don't. We are very vulnerable at the moment, physically, with the amount of physical pain that we have to deal with. But we are managing, but also the mental, emotional and chemical and energetic, and then the collective. But we're basically doing really well with the collective because we were born on a dark moon and we've always worked best in crises. So yeah, apologies in advance for anything that happens. Please, please, please take accountability and responsibility for yourself. Don't take anything personally. Don't react. Question everything, don't make any assumptions, and try putting yourself in our shoes for a little minute. Everyone's in pain with stuff that's going on at the moment. Everyone's having to turn themselves inwards, and that can turn inwards and bring out anger, frustration, all kinds of things. But please manage that yourself. And know that I am doing my very best to manage the alters. They've been trained well, they're eating well, they've been tidying up. And they might not do anything. It might all be really good. I've been tracking their actions on Facebook lately, and they're posting up really good material, all informative stuff for when we go back and check. But I have completely surrendered to whatever is needed now for this final healing chapter. to bring me back into integration and balance in my physical, emotional, mental, chemical, sexual, spiritual, soulful body. Yeah, that's all that I wanted to say. I hope this is clear to people. And I hope eventually you can see the love, the gratitude and the reasons that I'm doing this, because we can't be compassionate to anyone else or have the right words to use for someone else or help someone else how they need help unless we fully get to know all aspects of ourselves. And there's a lot of ourselves in our subconscious psyche to get to know. But I can do it. I know I can. So yeah, I'm sending you out heaps of love in the meditations. I'm going to be meditating a lot. So yeah, look after yourselves. Follow the rainbow to the pot of gold at the end. The pot of gold that is the gift of you within. Because I will be fully sharing my gifts. Because my gift is me and my multi-diversity. And transcending all the physical, mental and emotional pain. To eventually forgive myself, apologise to everyone else. I've already forgiven everyone, as I hope they've forgiven us, and know eventually that it isn't our fault. We are more mentally vulnerable, physically vulnerable and emotionally vulnerable. We're just very good at hiding it because we have our own unique ways. We don't connect with people very well because we're autistic. Yes, there's a multitude of stuff. So yeah, namaste everyone. Get on the meditating. Don't have to sit there cross legs with your hands in like om, you know. Active meditation, play your guitar, sing, dance, move that body. We've already been outside grounding our feet on the earth to get the electromagnetic rays. The energies are intense and strong, everyone. Look after yourselves, nurture yourselves, love yourselves, be gentle with yourselves, be patient with yourselves, be compassionate and forgiving. And please, please, please do not react or respond to us. I've got my uncle that's going to message me every couple of days with a photo. And I've got a couple of other people that I can contact in dire cases of emergency, of which I know the altars can do now from the past triggers that have happened in the last few weeks or last month. And know that if any of you are finding it really hard to sit down, listen to, put a lay on, A-L-A-I, and think of me, and I'm going to be sending so much energy out to everyone, because I know how hard this journey is. Trust me, I do. Lots of love. Take care.